Welcome to Historic Coins Vault, where every coin tells a story and every discovery could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving into the rarest US coins, some so valuable, collectors would pay a small fortune just to hold them. Stay with us, because what you're about to see might surprise even the most seasoned treasure hunters. Top 5 today, we're diving into a true classic, the 1968 Washington quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another silver quarter from the 1960s, but if you pay close attention, you'll discover that this coin has secrets that make it extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors. Listen carefully, because the story behind this coin is fascinating, and the value at the end will blow you away. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1932, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The 1968 edition was part of a unique transitional period in American coin history. This was the first year the U.S. Mint switched entirely to using the copper-nickel-clad composition for circulation quarters after years of producing silver coins, but there are exceptions. Certain special coins and proof editions contain silver, making them particularly desirable to collectors. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and vigilance, with olive branches beneath for peace. The design is timeless and instantly recognizable, yet it's the tiny details that can make a coin stand out in the collector's market. Sharpness of engraving, mint marks, and the quality of strike all play a crucial role in determining a coin's rarity and value. What makes the 1968 Washington quarter so interesting for collectors is not just its historical significance, but the rare errors and anomalies that can occur during the minting process. Some coins from this year show doubling on the date or letters, off-center strikes, or unusual die cracks. These subtle errors, often overlooked by casual collectors, can make a coin unique and dramatically increase its worth. Coins with rare minting errors are considered treasures because they are one of a kind and impossible to replicate exactly. Condition is another key factor that separates a common quarter from a collector's gem. Most 1968 quarters have been circulated, showing the usual wear, scratches, and fading from decades of use. Finding one in flawless, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. A high-grade coin that has been preserved carefully over the years, maintaining its original luster and detail, becomes highly valuable, especially when combined with a mint error or unique feature. Collectors around the world are always on the lookout for coins like this. Even tiny anomalies, barely visible without magnification, can create enormous value. It's this thrill, the chance to uncover a rare coin with a story, a coin that millions overlooked, that makes collecting so exciting. A 1968 Washington quarter may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but to a collector, it could be a hidden treasure with incredible potential. And now, for the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for, the value reveal. If you happen to own a 1968 Washington quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, and it features one of the rare minting errors that collectors covet, it could be worth an astonishing $82,000. That's right, a single quarter from 1968, a coin that most people see as common pocket change, could hold a value beyond what most would ever imagine, making it a true prize for any coin lover. Top 4. We're focusing on a truly remarkable piece, the 1972 Washington quarter. At first glance, it may look like just another quarter in your pocket, but if you pay close attention, you'll discover that this coin has hidden qualities that make it rare, highly collectible, and potentially extremely valuable. Listen carefully, because the story behind this quarter is both fascinating and rewarding for collectors. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, with the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The 1972 edition holds special significance because it comes from a period when coins were transitioning in minting techniques and quality. This was before the widespread use of modern anti-counterfeiting technology, meaning some coins from this era can exhibit unique minting characteristics that are now highly prized by collectors. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic eagle with outstretched wings perched above a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength, with olive branches below representing peace. The design has remained classic and instantly recognizable over decades. But for collectors, it's often the smallest details, the sharpness of the eagle's feathers, the crispness of the lettering, and the clarity of the date, that can make a coin truly stand out. what makes the 1972 Washington quarter particularly interesting are the rare errors and anomalies that occasionally appear in coins from this year. Some of these coins feature double dies, where the date or letters appear to be stamped twice, creating a shadow effect. Others may have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual metal variations. Even small anomalies, barely visible to the casual observer, can make a coin one of a kind. Collectors actively hunt for these unique pieces because they are incredibly rare and impossible to replicate. Condition plays a huge role in a coin's value as well. Most 1972 quarters have been circulated for decades, showing signs of wear, scratches, or loss of luster. Finding a quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. A coin that has been carefully preserved, maintaining sharp details, a clean surface, and original mint luster, is highly sought after. When a rare minting error is present on such a coin, it becomes a true gem for any collection. Collectors around the world understand the thrill of discovering a coin that is more than ordinary, a coin with history, beauty, and rarity all in one. A 1972 Washington quarter may seem like a common coin to most, but to a collector, it could be a hidden treasure worth significant money. Even subtle variations, unnoticed by most, can make a world of difference in value, and now, the moment every collector has been waiting for, the value reveal. If you happen to own a 1972 Washington quarter in flawless, uncirculated condition, and it features one of the rare minting errors that collectors crave, it could be worth an astonishing $85,000. That's right, a single quarter from 1972, a coin most people might overlook, could hold a value beyond what most would ever imagine, making it a true prize for any coin lover. Top 3. We're taking a closer look at a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, the 1981 Washington quarter. But if you listen closely and examine it carefully, you'll discover that this coin has unique qualities that make it rare, collectible, and potentially incredibly valuable. This is a story every coin lover will want to hear, so stay with me until the end, because the value reveal is going to be astonishing. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1932, with the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The 1981 edition falls within an era when the U.S. Mint was producing coins for everyday circulation, but even in these modern years, rare variations and minting errors occurred that make certain coins extremely desirable to collectors. On the reverse, the coin features the classic eagle design, wings outstretched above a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. It's a design that conveys strength and peace simultaneously, and its timeless style makes it instantly recognizable to coin enthusiasts. Yet for collectors, the true value lies in the fine details, the sharpness of the eagle's feathers, the crispness of the lettering, and the clarity of the date. These small features can make a huge difference in determining rarity and value. What makes the 1981 Washington quarter especially intriguing are the rare errors and anomalies that sometimes appear. Some coins from this year have double dies, creating a shadow effect on the date or lettering. Others may show off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual variations in the metal composition. Even minor imperfections, almost invisible to the untrained eye, can turn a regular coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure. Collectors actively seek out these errors because they are extremely rare and cannot be replicated. Condition is another crucial factor that determines a coin's value. Most 1981 quarters have been circulated, bearing the scratches, wear, and loss of luster that come from decades of use. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is exceptionally rare. A coin that has been carefully preserved, maintaining sharp details and a bright, original surface, becomes highly valuable, especially if it also features a rare minting error. This combination of rarity and condition is what makes the coin a true gem for any collection. Collectors know that even the smallest detail can make a coin extraordinary. That tiny anomaly, that doubled letter, or that slight misalignment can transform a common coin into a prized collectible. A 1981 Washington quarter may appear ordinary to most people, but in the hands of a collector, it could be a rare treasure with immense potential value. The thrill of discovering such a coin is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting, the chance to find something both historically significant and financially rewarding. Top 2. We're exploring a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, the 1987 Washington quarter. But listen closely, because this coin holds secrets that could make it extremely rare, highly collectible, and potentially worth far more than you ever imagined. If you're a coin lover, pay attention, because the details in this story are truly remarkable. The Washington quarter has been an enduring part of American coinage since 1932, with George Washington's iconic portrait on the obverse. The 1987 edition is part of the modern era of quarters, but don't let that fool you. Rare variations and minting errors make certain coins from this period extremely desirable for collectors. These coins may look common, but the small anomalies hidden in the minting process can transform them into treasures. On the reverse, you'll find the classic eagle design, with wings outstretched, perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength, and an olive branch beneath representing peace. The design is timeless, and collectors are drawn to the fine details, the intricate feathers, the sharp lettering, and the crisp outlines. Every tiny feature on this coin contributes to its collectability, and any irregularity can make it a rare find. What makes the 1987 Washington quarter truly fascinating are the rare minting errors that occasionally appear. Some coins feature doubled dies, where the date or letters appear slightly doubled, creating a shadow effect. Others may be off-center, have die cracks, or display unusual metal variations. Even small anomalies, almost invisible to the casual observer, can dramatically increase a coin's value. Coins with such errors are one of a kind and highly sought after because they stand apart from the millions of standard issues. Condition is another key factor in the value of this coin. Most 1987 quarters were circulated, showing wear, scratches, and loss of luster from everyday use. But finding one in flawless, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. A coin that has been carefully preserved, maintaining sharp details and a brilliant surface, becomes highly desirable, especially when combined with a minting error. This combination of rarity and condition is what transforms a simple quarter into a prized collectible. For collectors, the thrill is in discovering something extraordinary in what appears to be ordinary. Even subtle imperfections can turn a common coin into a treasure worth thousands. A 1987 Washington quarter may seem ordinary to most, but in the hands of a collector, it could be a rare gem, carrying both historical significance and financial potential. The excitement of uncovering a coin like this is part of what makes coin collecting so captivating. It's a blend of history, artistry, and the chance for a remarkable discovery. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. If you are fortunate enough to own a 1987 Washington quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, and it features one of the rare minting errors collectors seek, it could be worth an astonishing $91,000. That's right, a single quarter from 1987, a coin many people overlook as everyday change, could hold a value beyond what most would ever imagine, making it a true treasure for any coin enthusiast. Top 1. We're exploring a coin that might seem ordinary to most people, the 1993 Washington quarter. But if you pay close attention, you'll discover that this coin has hidden features that make it extremely rare, highly sought after, and potentially incredibly valuable. Coin enthusiasts, listen carefully, because the details in this story could change the way you look at your collection forever. The Washington quarter has been a mainstay of U.S. coinage since 1932, with George Washington's iconic portrait gracing the obverse. The 1993 edition was minted during a period when coins were produced for wide circulation, yet even in this era, rare minting errors and unique variations occurred, creating coins that are now considered treasures by collectors. These coins may look ordinary at first, but the small details reveal a fascinating story of rarity and value. On the reverse, you'll find the classic eagle design, with wings spread wide above a bundle of arrows and olive branches beneath, a symbol of strength and peace. The design is timeless, yet collectors know that subtle differences, such as the sharpness of the feathers, the spacing of the letters, and the clarity of the date, can make a huge difference in a coin's rarity. Every tiny detail matters when it comes to determining whether a coin is common or exceptionally valuable. What makes the 1993 Washington quarter particularly exciting are the rare errors that sometimes appear during the minting process. Some coins exhibit double dies, where the date or letters appear to have been stamped twice, creating a shadow effect. Others may have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual metal anomalies that make them one of a kind. Even minor imperfections, barely noticeable to the casual eye, can transform a coin into a collector's gem. Coins with these rare errors are highly sought after because they are virtually impossible to replicate and stand out from the millions of standard issues. Condition is another crucial factor. Most 1993 quarters have been circulated for decades, showing signs of wear, scratches, or dulling. Finding a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare, and a coin that has been carefully preserved with sharp details, original luster, and flawless surfaces becomes highly desirable. When a rare minting error is present on such a coin, it can exponentially increase its value, making it a true treasure for any collection. Collectors around the world understand the thrill of finding a coin that is more than it appears. Even subtle anomalies can turn an ordinary quarter into a remarkable piece of history with incredible financial potential. A 1993 Washington quarter may seem ordinary to most, but for a collector, it could be a hidden gem, combining historical significance, artistry, and rarity all in one. The excitement of discovering such a coin is part of what makes coin collecting so captivating, the chance to find a coin that is both beautiful and extraordinarily valuable. And now, the moment every collector has been waiting for, the value reveal. If you are lucky enough to own a 1993 Washington quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, and it features one of the rare minting errors collectors are searching for, it could be worth an astonishing $95,000. That's right, a single quarter from 1993, a coin that most people might see as ordinary pocket change, could hold a value beyond what most would ever imagine, making it a true prize for any coin enthusiast. So the next time you sift through your coin collection or even check your loose change, take a closer look. That small, seemingly ordinary quarter could be more than just currency, it could be a rare piece of history and a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, hidden minting errors, and extraordinary collectibles, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.